Howdy, this is Stone Hookback. I was asking in the comments about how I go about setting up percussion flake scars and symmetry for a final point. I'm going to use this here for an example, this little preform. I called it a biface earlier, actually. I don't really biface too much. I always go down at least to a preform stage like this, you know, and that's what I did. I mean, this is more than a biface, I'd say, but that's what I do is I work it down. I just try to get the flake scars as even and best as I can as I go. But overall, on something this small, I'm just worried more about the convexity and the overall shape. Then when I get done, I pressure flake these edges. If they go all the way across, that's good. If they don't, they'll go part way. That's good. I just want them to terminate smooth as I can, you know, the least amount of step fracture as possible and a good, clean, sharp, straight edge. So one like this right here, I would just pressure flake this from here on out. I mean, that's about the best I could do. I could just focus on it and get better percussion scars, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pressure flake this thing and show you what I mean. I got my pad in my hand and everything like I was gonna do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this real quick, and then I'll show you what I would do on a wider point, like say an andice, maybe something. You can't pressure flake part, but most things that I make are just hardly no wider than this right here. They're knife blades, you know, and I just pressure flake them. Best they'll go. If it leaves percussion scars showing, that don't bother me. I just like a good sharp edge, you know, it's the main thing. I'm gonna go through here and just kind of straighten up that margin. See, it's a little crooked here and there. And if I got some extra mass like right there, I'll probably push a flake out there on that a little bit. And right there, try to straighten that out. But I don't. Right. See, these flakes, I don't care if they go a ½ inch or all the way across there. I just want them to be smooth and terminate smooth is the main thing. Is fairly smooth. I can still come back and break down on that just to get rid of any of them lips that would foul me up, and then catch them low spots again. Straighten that edge up just a little bit more. I should have pressed on that one a little harder. That's where that mass is right there. I wasn't thinking. That one there kind of went backwards on me a little bit. Then them real heavy ones still left there, I go ahead and flake them a little bit just because I got to have a good consistent edge to flake the other side here now. It don't have to be perfect, just See, I still gotta, that's where I didn't press in very hard like I should have had. Anyways, I'm gonna go down this edge and do the same thing. I guess I'm gonna do this side first because these are some mighty low deltas right there. It's kind of a concavity right there, so I can't push a flake right there at all. I ain't even gonna take a flake right there. I'm gonna skip over to here. That crumbled up spot right there. I don't know if I can get a flake right there like I need to yet or not. Well, can't see my tool on there. Anyway, now I'm gonna just kind of lightly scrunch them, just get me a light bevel just right around close to center line. See, it ain't much, it's just bringing me down a little bit. I'll do this other side same way. Oops, that's the wrong way. See, I got that rock at about a 45-degree angle to that edge, and I just kind of scrunch that edge. Then I flip it over and brush down along all these edges, because that's the most important part. That's what gets rid of any of them little lips and stuff that's too weak to support any pressure or anything like that. So just get rid of them altogether. Well, I didn't scrunch this side. I guess I did, but it don't look like it. I did very good. Now you can see how rough that margin is right there, but I'm gonna just go through and hit the spots where I need the feather in here and blend that side in kind of like this side. Mm-hmm. See, that reminds me just a little short plate to help kill all that mass that was sticking out there. That's all a little concavity right there. So I'm not gonna press no flakes right there. Step over here to this ridge though, and I might be able to get rid of that. Kind of killed that concavity right there, see? flake broke off right there. I can't push them very far at all. I may be able to on this ridge, try to go past it right here. But these flakes leading right here, if I push them past right here, they're gonna stack up against that little flake that's already broke off right there. So I ain't pushing these as hard. Yeah, I'm right on that ridge. I'm gonna try to push that ridge and cut right past it right there. I didn't get as much pressure built up as I wanted to before that released. I'm kind of stacked up against that other one. See that just each pass you make, it gets a little smoother, kind of like finishing concrete. Every pass you make, it firms up a little bit, gets smoother. So now I'm gonna come down this edge and just try to blend it in best I can. All right. Sometimes I like to take a little flake right here just to move over, and I am kind of hitting some pretty substantial mass right there. These are kind of thicker flakes, so I am going to move my platform over a little bit. Oop, I didn't get no pressure before that released. And taking that little flake right there and moving your platform over really helps these flakes not tend to break off so bad somewhere up there in the middle. All right. I didn't have good grip on that one, and it didn't go very far. See, that's just establishing still a convex contour. And that's about smooth enough for me, really. I mean, I love a real fine grain flaking job, but I like a sharp edge. More. Now I brush down on them little deltas, I can come back and kind of smooth that out a little bit more. I just kind of smoothed out that surface there. That's about all. Well, all I know how to do with them, really, a rock like this, some rocks, they travel better. Them flakes is starting to break off real small right in there, but yeah, I can do. And see, it needs another set of flakes right there. But this second pass of pressure flakes along this edge will go way better than the first pass did. I'm gonna flake down on these and clean up this edge now. Where I ground down, kind of raked it down. I don't like that crunching sound. I like a little pop sound. Smooth enough. So now I'm gonna just crunch down them edges again a little bit lightly. Might get a little heavier right there because that's where I got that mass and something in there. Most time I really bevel to where I'm working both sides from the same side, and then if you do get a hinge or something, you can kind of catch it from the other side and work together. This is okay to do this way, but seems more risky. That edge just give out before I was ready. Yeah, it's better. That wasn't either. It just crumbled right out from in front of my flaker. Did it again. Kind of got it that time, but boy, I got a crumble up spot right there where I need a flake. That released before I was ready. That did too. Got that one little crumbled area right there. Now, I'm off track of which side I got to flake this side right here. Well, that camera quit recording on me right there on that last flake, but I heard it quit this time, so I'll just start right back where I was. Both them margins now, they close enough down center line pretty good, so I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna thin this base out a little bit, straighten it up. That base is kind of thin more. I need one more pass right there, actually. That one there kind of broke off ugly, but to me that is just about good enough. Needs to work right there on the tip. And then the final sharpening pass down in the edges there, I'm just talking about shaping it up. Looks pretty good. That little spot right there just breaks off every time. Kind of goofed that tip up a little bit with that crumbled spot right there. It's still goofed up. Now to sharpen this, I'm just gonna go through and pick the little low spots at a steep angle. I just want that flake to pop. That's popping off good clean edges of that flake right there when it pops like that. If it's just crumbling, it's not making a good sharp edge actually. I'll do the same thing right here. That looks all right. Well, I'm just gonna flip it over and pop these flakes off this side. A lot of times hitting right on the little points, but this, I don't know about this rock. This rock is a little more brittle along that edge than a lot of rocks that I normally work, but that's pretty dang sharp already right now. So sometimes it's best not to overwork your edges, and I'm bad about overworking them. Just being too picky. And that's actually hard to see that edge is. That's about as sharp as I can get it. Any more picking past that point right there is just gonna dull it, if anything, you know what I mean? So that's the best you can do right now. Let me do this side, go through and hit. You see right on those little ridges right there. You get a better pop off. But you need to be hearing that click pop right there, because that's just a good clean flake being popped off with no crumbles on the edges of it or anything. And sometimes you're going to have a little crumbled area that ain't the perfect sharp edge, but that's all you can do. And then I'm going to look at my tip real good and straighten it out just a little bit. Yeah, just a little off to one side, but actually that don't even bother me too bad. I'm gonna hit it just a little bit. I straightened it up quite a bit. So that's all I can do with a rock like this, is just do the best I can and call it good. I'm gonna put some corner notches in this and hang it on a euca loop. But that's about process of finishing a biface like that. A little small biface, you just pressure flake it best you can and let it rip. So I'll be back. Now this here is that other preform I knocked out the other day on the video. It's more of a crude, what I call a preform, I guess. Not so much, I mean a biface, I'm sorry. Not so much a preform as them others. A little bit of curve to it. A little humpback right here, but I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of bring this edge around like this. This edge way over there around like that. And I'm not gonna drive the flakes like I normally drive them, being real flat. I'm not gonna drive them so flat. I'm gonna try to keep a little thickness right down the middle by turning the rock down so the flakes don't go so far. And then the pressure flakes will travel that surface really, really nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this back corner though, it's too low. Straighten that out. I'm gonna use a smaller bopper too. That's another thing I should have did on them other biface videos. I don't know what I'm doing. Heck, I should have been down to a smaller bopper on some of the more finishing stages. Got me enough bevel I can drive some flakes on this high side, old hump side. Kind of straighten it out. That side's got a fairly decent profile to it. I'll nothing too fancy with them flakes, just moving that edge back closer to the shape I want to be. And it is establishing a little bit of convexity at the same time. Be careful on these, because dang me. I just need to make some short flakes right there, really. I got a thick spot right there. I'm gonna go ahead and tell that edge is low right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to drive a flake right halfway in right there. That didn't even go a third. Little high spot right there, a little thick spot too, so you can kind of see it in the edge right there, so I'm gonna hit that too. That's pretty good contours. Now we'll just brush it a little bit. Now this side's good, got good contours and all. This side's got a lot more mass. Just need to come off there though. So I'll grind them good, and we'll try to push these flakes. I'm gonna start out with this high spot right there. Try to get a bigger flake, set me up some ridges so I can do a little more thinning on this side. I made it. Got where I'm gonna hit right there. I didn't hit it very good. Exactly like I want it to. That one either. We'll go ahead and try to drive a flake right here and clean that up a little better, because I done hit a speed bump right there. A little bit of a concavity right there. Crumbled edge. Before I get too carried away trying to blend that in, I'm gonna go ahead and take all the mass off, and I need to, if I could get a little more right there. I quit crumbling them edges, so I hit too short. That flake just didn't wrap over, it left a little ridge right in the middle. I messed up all access to get it run a flake up like right there. I'm gonna try it anyway. This thing real strong and knock heck far Maynard out of it. Crumbled it. Damn, crumbled it. Hit too short. Hit to the left. Just killing my edge because I'm not hitting accurate at all. If I can come down this side and clean that up smooth enough, it won't be, I won't say that, I was going to say I'll pressure flake it from there, but I see a little more contour there I need to remove before I get the pressure flaker after it. I got them flake broke off real close to the edge. I'm gonna have to really knock heck far Maynard out of that. Dang it, too short. Just crumbled it worse. I can't believe. I'm just making a mess of this thing, but I still got an opportunity to get a little level and clean that up right through there and maybe be okay. I might be able to do it right here like this. get this finer braider anyway. I'm just kind of messing that up right there now. But anyway, hey, I got a really rough preform, way no more narrower than I wanted to be, but this thing ought to pressure flake like a dream, really. Got a bad spot right there along that edge and a few more bad spots here and there, but just the contours of it, there's a low spot right there. It's kind of bad, but other than that, them contours just made for flaking. I'm gonna grind them edges pretty rough and go get rid of anything that's loose there. Then we'll go through and pick all the low spots and just kind of smooth out that edge a little bit. Slick spot. I just can't get a hold of that little spot right there, dadgummit. Can't get it up like either. Man. That's a little spot just stalled out. Work back to it this week. This time, this pass, I'm gonna push these flakes. That's a dang coarse grindstone. I want this finer grindstone really. This time I am gonna make them flakes try to roll up there at least halfway down both sides of this thing. It's got a little crook to it, I think, but I'm gonna try to work that out too as I go. Try to do that same thing over here. little thick spot right there ain't going. That helped. That's just crumbling. Now I'm just gonna lightly rake these edges back this way right here. And try to push these flakes across and hit them flakes. I don't know if I got that quite strong enough though. I didn't see that little broken off spot right there coming up. Didn't make it through it either. Come. Made that a little too strong right there. Did one darn spot right there where it broke that flake off, but other than that, I would like to, I wish that wasn't there. I think I can get it off though, maybe. I'm gonna try to come from this back side right there and push up under it. Got most of it. That's all I get though. Yeah. Well, just got to call that it. Hard to show flake scars, but I need to run a flute. But now it's gonna make a nice little knife blade. I'll be back.